Derek Van Diest, the Edmonton Oilers fired Peter Chiarelli late January, and now there's a search on for a new general manager. The big question is, who should they target? There are some names been thrown out there like Kelly McCrimmon and Ron Hextall, maybe a guy like Mark Hunter, even Steve Yzerman if he wants to come in. Yeah. What do you think the Oilers should do?
Well, I would make a phone call to Steve Yzerman, ask him if he can come in, even if it's for an advisory role. They don't necessarily have to offer him the GM job if he doesn't want it, but I think for him to come in as a guy that's never had anything to do with the organization, and you saw what he did in Tampa, he learned from one of the best in Ken Holland in Detroit for so long, to just come in as an advisory role and say, okay, what do you think we need to do? Because I think the problems are so deep-rooted here that it's a cleanup job as opposed to like a rebuilding job. And the situation is, how much power are you going to give this guy? If you bring in Mark Hunter, for example, are you going to say you're allowed to hire and fire whoever you want? If he turns around and says, okay, well, I don't think we should have Kevin Lowe on staff. I don't think we should have Craig McTavish on staff. I don't think we should have Scott Housen on staff. Are you going to give him that opportunity to say, to clean house? You can't ask a guy to come in, clean up your mess without actually giving him the authority to clean up the mess and to get rid of some of the people that he thinks are not doing the job or just shouldn't be here, or, you know, and I think that's the situation that the Oilers really have to look, and Bob Nicholson has to look and see and say, okay, if I offer this to Kelly McCrimmon, for example, who would be a rookie GM, so he'd be really he's done a great job in Brandon, he's done a fantastic job as the assistant in Vegas, but he would be a rookie GM. If you give him the job, you give him the authority to do what he feels he needs to do. That's what they did with Peter Chiarelli. And Peter Chiarelli kept making deals and trades and not basically asking anyone about it because he had that autonomy to do whatever he wanted. And then before people realized, oh my God, he's making too many mistakes, it was already too late. So I think that's where the Oilers have to really start from, is how much power are we going to give this new GM? And is he going to have the ability to kind of hire his own people and fire the people that are here who he doesn't think should be here?
But you're probably talking more about basically Bob Nicholson's position, that sort of, you know, autonomy to go in and redo the organization top to bottom, pretty much, you know, from the owner on down. We're not changing the owner, but you know, that position, because that's what Stevie Y would be suited to, because that's beyond a general manager's role, I think.
Oh, it is beyond a general manager's role, but I think because Bob Nicholson obviously didn't do the job, because yeah, he removed Craig McTavish from the GM's position, but Craig McTavish is still on staff. He let go Scott Housen, but somehow Scott Housen came back and he's still on staff. Yeah, Kevin Lowe was let go from hockey ops a long time ago, but he's still on the staff. Wayne Gretzky's on the staff. Paul Messier's on the staff. Like, you can go down the list of the people that are on the staff and you wonder, why is he on the staff? Why was Todd McClellan's father a scout? And so that's what the new guys got to come in here and say, wait a minute, why do we have all this nepotism in the organization? We need to be hiring the best people for the job. And I think that's what the Oilers have to realize and see, whether they have the power to give this guy basically the power to make those changes and to make those moves. And I think no one's going to come in here and be a lame duck GM if you don't have the power and the ability to make the moves that you think are right for this organization.